Good morning everyone, here is Shybike. I have a wonderful sunny but freezing morning here in Poland, and as I'm preparing myself for the next week trip with my FSI and Super 6 in the mountains, I need to prepare the right gear. Thus I have this wonderful range of Shimano winter gloves. I'm saying wonderful because first of all, Shimano has made great job in giving us the easy to understand, clear information about the features of those, so that we may choose the right type of the gloves for our riding style and the weather. So what's the weather like in your area, guys? If you gonna go for some other brand, this will always be really good benchmark for you, as I'm gonna be showing you the features of those gloves. All right, so let's just keep it very simple. Here we have extreme winter, 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 and then something like in the middle. What kind of temperature, I'm going to show you that in a second. So this will be the cheapest one, this will be probably the most expensive one. Let's start with the huge problem when we buy online, which is sizing. I know there is a bad sun on my skin, but I'm going to use my skin, my hands, as little as possible, my bare hands. So these gloves are all large for Shimano, and my hands, I am 6 feet tall, or 182 centimeters, sorry, and my palm, from the base of the palm, just where you see my my measuring tape, has 19 centimeters. So from here to the end, to the tip of this finger, 19 centimeters. All of these gloves fit me very well. Let's say the one in the middle has overall 26 centimeters length. So it will be also, it will depend on the size of this sleeve they have at the end. But gloves something like 24, 24, 25, 27, 25 centimeters. So that would be the length. Now the width will be, maybe without the thumb, would be just around 9 centimeters. So the gloves will have here 11, 11, 11 and a half, and 11 centimeters. Okay, so you know the size of my palms, and you know just roughly the size of the gloves, because buying the not correct size and then sending it back for replacement, it costs some money. All right, why did I say Shimano made a great job? Because what they give us with the gloves, those info here are really helpful, and I hope you see those. Sun, sorry. Well, all right. So what Shimano tell us here is the features of those gloves, but first of all, the temperature. So this one, the Gore-Tex winter glove, is from -10 to 0 Celsius or 14 to 32 Fahrenheit, and it will be same for this one, Windstopper thermal reflective gloves, sorry, and also for this extreme winter gloves. Okay, so same temperature range for these three. The features you're gonna see just in a second. Then we have the model that is called all condition thermal gloves. -5 to 0 or 23 to 32 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, and then we have, I'm sorry for my lighting, I just don't know how to do it better, working on that. And then we have the model Windstopper insulated gloves, which is for around 0 Celsius or 32 Fahrenheit, just like -3 till +3, or I don't know, 25 to 37 something Fahrenheit, something like that. And finally we have 0 to 5 or 32 to 41, and this is so helpful. It is really helpful. One feature that all of the gloves except for this one, winter gloves, have is this is touch screen compatibility. They have this tip of the second finger helping us to use the touch screen. So all of these will have it. It's even marked like the touch screen. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, except for these Gore-Tex winter gloves. These don't have it. And then I'm gonna also tell you how it feels, how thick they are, but the features. Some of these will be windproof, some of these will be waterproof, some will be water resistant, and some will not be windproof either or water resistant. Let's start with the first one. That's the Windbreak thermal reflective gloves. This one will be windproof and it feels very light. I would say these gloves feel kind of like a trail full gloves. Very light, you will have really good feel, I would say, as for a gloves of your shifters, both road and mountain, really elastic and feel quite thin. There is also additional padding, all of those have it. That feels very well. One thing we should do, and I'm gonna just do it for all the rest of the gloves, is to match our gloves with our jacket we're gonna ride in, because the length of this sleeve of the glove is really important, and some of the gloves here feel for me just too short. Okay, so these are windproof, but if it rains it's gonna be wet. Then the Windstopper insulated glove, for sure windproof and nothing against the water. Then these all conditions thermal gloves are windproof and waterproof. So this model is also waterproof. Then the next waterproof model is this one here. So these two are waterproof. If you are riding in the rain, that's for you. And this one here will be water resistant. So this has some waterproof fabric. This one will be only water resistant. Okay, so that's an important feature. Now let's go for these for just around 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 Celsius, from maybe -3 to +3. These feel also very thin, thus I would say a bit thicker maybe here when the palms are, when the fingers are, but I would say could be longer here. You will feel some cold here, but this has the Gore Windstopper, so we have Windstopper on these. I would say that the feel of the handlebar and your shifters will be also very good. Now 23 to 32 Fahrenheit or -5 to 0 degrees. You already see these are a bit thicker, but you know, none of these gloves are like super thick, because those fabrics inside, like the insulation and some windproof and waterproof fabrics, are really thin, so you don't really feel that. But I can feel this is more for the winter, for the cold days. Once more, this sleeve doesn't go over the glove, it doesn't go inside the glove, so you will have naked skin here. I would say most of these gloves will unfortunately do that for you. Then we have those three, so -10 to 0 Celsius or 14 to 32 Fahrenheit. Let's check it out on my right hand, and this is the only one. All right, I thought it was only a sleeve, but this is actually additional glove that is inside. Alrighty, so we have a super thin, super flexible glove that is just put inside these. Okay, I like it. I have to tell you, I like it. And then this sleeve is quite long and it covers the long sleeve of my jacket, which is really good. I would say this is the first glove I would choose for cold days or long descents, or just long days in the saddle, even for around 0 degrees. If it's gonna be long day, I'm gonna have one on Super 6 next week. I would say this glove will be really good for that. So I'm gonna stop for a second on this one. This one will be has insulation, of course. It's windproof and no waterproof and no water resistant, but feels warm and has two gloves actually. Very nice, I like it. This one is windproof and water resistant. same temperature as for those 3 models. And you can see some like insulation here, thermal insulation. Okay. All right, these are longer, so no problem. My jacket will go under the sleeve of the glove. Is it right to call it this part sleeve? But it looks nice. It feels okay. Now, as for the shifters, for the road shifters, if you have Shimano or Campi, but maybe more for Shimano, you have to learn how to discern the shifter for upshifting and downshifting. If you have SRAM, that's no problem. You just use one. You feel this is thicker, still quite flexible and I would say comfortable. But yeah, you feel this is thicker. Finally, these ones, these are windproof and waterproof. So for some extreme weather, and don't feel that flexible. This part is shorter than from these. You can use this strap to just, you know, tighten those around your wrist, but still there is some gap here between the glove and my jacket. All right. So these are the main features. If you have further questions, those will be with me for a couple of days. By the way, you saw my yesterday's episode, all those parts from Shimano. I didn't get those. I'm gonna send those back, just as these gloves, but I'm able just to show you and compare and tell you something about the features. So if you have further questions, I'll have these till Tuesday next week, so feel free to ask those. What would be my choice? I think I'm gonna get some other gloves, but I think as for those, I would choose either these or these. So I don't care. I want to have -10 to 0 or 14 to 32 Fahrenheit temperature range, and these are cool because which one have double, like 2 different gloves. Hey guys, you know what? Maybe it was just a mistake, because that's funny. I have to check it, because no, the left one has it as well. Okay, so it wasn't a mistake. I would either choose these or these. These are water resistant. These are not. I'm not going to be riding in the rain, but you know, if I go for a long ride, anything can happen. So these water resistant would be cool. But for most of my rides during the winter, these 2 and 2 different gloves, that's really nice. I would go for extreme winter gloves. That's my choice. Let me know if you have any of these, and feel free to put any questions in the comments. Thank you so much for watching my videos. The more you watch, the more stuff I get to show you. Thanks so much. See ya. Bye.